Welcome back to WBTV News this morning on Bounce TV. I'm here with Sarah Chamberlain. She is with Main Street Advocacy, and she's starting a great thing that's going to be touring around the nation, and it's starting in Charlotte here later this month. It's called the Women to Women Conversations Tour. Sarah, thank you for coming on and talking about this. What is this all about? This sounds great.
Well, thank you for having me. And what all this is about is trying to motivate women to vote. 56% of the electorate here in North Carolina are women, and unfortunately we're not turning out to vote. And a lot of decisions being made in Washington are affecting our lives dramatically.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're going to be, it's a conversation store, so you're going to be talking about some of those issues affecting women. What are you seeing are some of those issues? The
first one is 21st Century Cures, which is trying to get the government out of the way of the scientists as they begin to find cures for cancer specifically. Suntan lotion, trying to improve the quality of suntan lotion so melanoma goes down in this country. So just issues like that.
So women who are interested in some of these political conversations are invited to come to this,
Absolutely,
right?
all women.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, we're not here to represent either party. We are just here to motivate women to get them to turn out to vote. The event's September 25th at the Ballantine Hotel.
Why did you want to come up with something like this?
Because this is a passion of mine. Of course, I have voted for years, and what I find is a lot of my friends are not voting. And we've got to get them to vote.
Yeah.
We have to stop the dialect that some of the men are talking about. Obviously, we have some issues that shouldn't be being discussed in a political realm. And the more women we get involved, the more negotiations that happen, the more decent legislation that would get passed.
And you make a good point with the legislation and everything. I mean, a lot of the people who represent us in Congress mostly are men.
Yes.
So it's good to kind of engage women in these conversations.
I'm sorry to tell you, only 20% of our elected officials are women.
Only 20%?
Only 20%. So we're coming to find women that we can get motivated to not only vote, but to get involved in the system, both locally, statewide, and federal.
Yeah. And this is personal for you, too, as well, right?
It is personal for me.
Tell us about your late husband.
I lost my husband to cancer 3 years ago. And the 21st Century Cures is I've worked with the members of Congress on this because what was happening is he was not given the treatment that he should have been. It was being blocked because of the FDA. Luckily, because we knew people, we were able to go around the system, but the average person can't do that. It gave my husband an extra 9 months with his pancreatic cancer.
Wow. So you've experienced what it's like kind of getting hit with that red tape.
I have, firsthand.
Of the government, and so you're making a difference here.
I'm trying to.
As a result. All right. Thanks, Sarah. Again, the date is September 25th from 6:30 to 9. It's the Women to Women Conversations Tour. It's going to be happening at the Ballantine Hotel. Of course, that's in South Charlotte. Sarah, thanks for coming on and talking about this.
Thank you for having me. We really appreciate it.
All right. We'll be back after this break. You're watching WBTV News This Morning on Bounce.